Season 5 got off to a hot start last week as Marshall picked up a nice top 25 road win against Washington in the rain. James Fuqua had a rough day with 3 turnovers. The boys showed toughness and championship resiliency as they looked to defend their national title this season. But our game wasn't the only story that made waves throughout college football. I'm Kimbroplays. Welcome back to the series. Let's get into it. Well, it looks like life after Saban for Alabama did not get off to a hot start. Anthony Palmer, our former defensive coordinator, he was chosen for the job over Coach Mayo, and in his debut, they give up 42 points to an unranked Kentucky and lose. The fans in Tuscaloosa are not used to working through the ups and downs of a first-time head coach. I think they're in for a long year. We kept an eye on it throughout last week's episode with studio updates, but number 1 Florida comes back to win with a 15-point fourth quarter against Oklahoma. The Sooners don't get the win, but it's an impressive showing, and it suggests that they were ready for the move to the SEC. Penn State gets a nice early season win against Oregon. They've been a non-factor in our series in the Big Ten, but maybe this helps them get a little momentum going. And finally, North Carolina gets their post-Mac Brown era going in the right direction. They get a nice win against Iowa State as they're trying to get back to the college football playoff. Florida and North Carolina sit atop the coaches poll. Marshall is up 3 spots from number 12 to number 9 as we are through the first 2 weeks of the season. Oklahoma drops 3 spots to number 13 after losing that close one to Florida, and Kentucky, who we mentioned, jumps all the way up to number 16 after that win against Bama. And the Crimson Tide tumble down the standings to number 17 after they started the year at number 8. Despite the slow start in the rain, James Fuqua remains in second place on the early season Heisman list. And you'd have to think Kamar Wheaton's campaign took a hit as well as Bama got the loss. Here's the recruiting update on the heels of last week's 3 instant commits. Things are starting to shake out after the first few weeks. You start to see where guys are trending and who you have legitimate chances to sign and who you don't. So our board has shifted a little bit, and we will get into more specifics with the top targets in future episodes, but here's a good look at the early list of the people that are on our board. Reminder, we are in need of a future QB1, a tailback or 2, and at least 2 wide receivers. So it's a heavy emphasis on the skill positions in this cycle for sure. After his first game in Huntington, Coach Barbay is ready for an upgrade already. Now a level 11, let's use this to unlock his tier 3 and put our first point into the Great Wall. That's going to give our entire offensive line a +1 in pass blocking. Fresno State is on deck today in week 3. This is Marshall's home opener. They come in with C+ across the board. They've put up some solid offensive numbers in their first game of the season, but Marshall and their 25 straight home victories will be a different test. It feels good to be back in the Joan, Huntington, West Virginia, and the home opener for the Marshall Thundering Herd in Season 5. Fresno State, representing the Mountain West, is in town today. The Bulldogs have definitely flashed at times as a program, and they've put together a lot of good seasons in the Mountain West. And of course, a few names you might know as well went on to play in the NFL. David and Derek Carr, the QBs, of course, but also Devontae Adams. They all played ball in Fresno, California. There he is, James Fuqua, number 2 in the Heisman voting. Let's see if we can do a little better this week after that 3 turnover day as he changes up the play. Marshall getting the ball started at the 30. This run to Payne, he fights off a tackle, but he just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 upcoming. Under center, a good strike over the middle. Tommy Chambers for 16 yards. Love a throw right over the linebackers, but short of the safeties. And a nice grab by Chambers. Fuqua flipping the play, now giving left to Payne, who jukes, gets across the 50-yard line. 5 yards on first down, turning give to him on 2nd. He's got 3. 3rd and 1 upcoming. Another give to Payne, 3-yard carry. He's got the 1st. Now John Bass motions into the backfield. We give it to Payne, faking it to Bass. He tries to get the edge. He just doesn't quite have the speed. Ethan Payne, I believe an 83 overall in his speed. There's a good strike to the sideline to Brennan Armstrong as he continues a strong sophomore campaign. Fuqua now getting outside the pocket, working left. Is he going to cut it back? Nope, he just flips it out of bounds. That leaves us with a 2nd and 10 as we motion Armstrong across the formation. Give his left to Payne. He's got a few blockers, cuts it back up inside. Good vision. He's got 6. Now a manageable 3rd and 4. Pocket holding up nicely as Payne gets it working left out of the backfield. He's got 9 yards. As I was mentioning, Payne doesn't have that elite speed. He's shifty, but we need somebody probably in the game who can break it open a little bit, as Fuqua keeps it on the zone read, has 7 down to the 2-yard line as Marshall's knocking on the door. Payne, he's short. It's going to set up a 3rd and goal from inside the 1. Little pistol look here for Marshall. Fuqua turns and looks across the middle. Brennan Armstrong hits the quick curl routes as he kind of just gets into the end zone and turns around, giving his QB a target. That's a good start. No turnovers, no risky throws. Fuqua with an easy throw to cap off the drive. Marshall's got the 7-0 lead, and we get our first studio update, and it's a big one. Illinois in the Big Ten, 35-28 winners, as that is a rude welcome to USC, the number 5 team in the country. Welcome to Big Ten country, Trojans. You guys better lace them up each week. And an additional studio update, Miami, 49-35 winners over Houston. West Virginia loses to NC State by 7, and Florida squeaks away from Ole Miss by 5. Fresno State getting the ball just short of their 20 as we had good kickoff coverage. This run right to Jordan Hornbeek going nowhere. 2nd and 10, little wing T look. Wiggins keeps it. Little triple option, and he's got some space. 20 yards by Sam Wiggins, the QB. Nice run there. Little I formation, 2 tight ends. Pretty heavy stuff here by the Fresno State offense as they go play action. Wiggins working away, gets past Martin into the secondary, fighting with Daniels. He's got 31. That's 50 yards on 2 consecutive plays by Wiggins with his legs. Okay, duly noted. He's a running quarterback, and we're going to have to keep an eye on him all day. Fresno State down to the 31 just like that as Wiggins throws this one short. Watkins on the coverage. 2nd and 10 from under center. It's an I-form give to Hornbeek, and he's going nowhere again. Nice job there by Mario Sanders, and it's 3rd and long already as the Marshall defense trying to pump up the crowd as they get Pittman on the deep in route. A flag is down. We'll check the penalty. Okay. Even though I turned it down from last week, apparently the roughing the passer is still on. Hubbard does hit him pretty late. Coach Mayo doesn't love it. 1st and goal inside the 9 after the penalty. Doing well inside the pocket to find some space is Wiggins. He gets hit hard by Eric Love, but 7 yards as this guy has been racking it up on us here. Wiggins inside give. Hargrove running into trouble, spinning backwards, and he's going to go down. Nice job by the Marshall D down around the goal line. Leaves him with a 3rd and goal around the 5. A pitch left. Hornbeek met by Jackson. Really nice job by backup linebacker Andrew Jackson to make this play. Yeah, nice job working his way over the blockers. Fresno State trots on their kicker for the field goal, and they tack on the 3. Marshall's got it back at the 25. Fuqua loading up on 1st down, looking deep. Tommy Chambers, 48-yard reception as we test the deep middle of this field. This is just a gorgeous play action. Man coverage across the board. Tommy Chambers isn't the fastest, but that's a heck of a throw by James. Doesn't slow him down at all. Good work. We come back to it on the pistol very next play. Payne's got 4 up the middle, 2nd and 6. Leaking out the backfield, it's Payne again as he tries to spin upfield. He's not really making a lot of people miss. That leaves us with a 3rd and 7. Armstrong moving across the formation. Let's see, Fuqua well protected, looking right to the sideline. Nice job, John Bass, coming back to it, 10 yards. We get the 1st down. Play action. Now stepping up into the pocket, now tucking and running, James Fuqua. He's going to find a crease. There wasn't a lot of room there to run, but he's able to get into the end zone. This was very, very tricky, tight quarters. But check this out. This is a good angle of it. We run the play action. He steps up, and then he just kind of has people all around him, but nobody ever gets to him. Touchdown. Really nice job. James Fuqua, 2 touchdowns accounted for in the 1st quarter. Speaking of, the 2nd quarter gets going very, very fast. Hargrove on 2nd and 7 going to run it, shrugging off some tackles, leaving them with a 3rd and 4. Wiggins in the pocket and running out of time. He gets hit as he throws, and this one's going to be incomplete, and Fresno State's got to punt it. Casey Smith has not been like Knowledge McDaniel just yet on the punt returns as we find Armstrong for 19 yards and a 1st down. So we haven't been able to get ourselves into great field position off the kicking game, but it's been decent as we set up the Ethan Payne screenplay, 18 yards. And man, it feels like he's running in mud, but he's still pretty effective. He's not a bad guy. Had 140 yards last week on the road at Washington. It's Fuqua scrambles on first down, slides down to protect himself. 2nd and 2, Payne trying to find the lane, gets kind of bumped. He does get the first, 3 yards. Now same exact play running left with Payne juking. He's got 7. 2nd and 3, hard snap by Fuqua. Now in trouble under pressure. Hopefully he gets up from that one. Hit as he tries to get rid of it. And a 3rd and 3 from inside the 10 upcoming. Fuqua drifts right. Now just decides to keep it himself and dives forward for the first down. He's inside the 5, down at the 2. 1st and goal. Fuqua, well protected, staying around in the pocket. Now breaks a tackle, flips it out to Armstrong, and he's in. Beautifully done by James Fuqua. 10 of 12, 2 touchdowns passing, 1 touchdown on the ground here in the first half. Playing really good football. Nice job to break the tackle of the linebacker. And Armstrong is out there standing alone in the end zone. You just need to flip it out to him. Touchdown. Really good stuff by Marshall. Exactly how you want to take control. Top 10 team inside their home field against Fresno State. This is the kind of start you want. Nice tackle on first down. 2nd and 7, a bit of a broken play. Sam Wiggins just tucks and falls forward. Leaves them with a 3rd and 7 as pressure's coming. So Wiggins breaks a tackle, now gets upfield, but then throws it behind his receiver, and Watkins is able to make a play on it. He probably should have just tucked and ran. Would have had the first down, but Fuqua's got the ball back again as Payne drops this one. Had somebody right on his shoulder, but he probably should have squeezed it. 2nd and 10. Now a counter here to Casey Smith, his first carry of the day. Nice little run. He's got 8 yards, and it's a 3rd and 2 upcoming. Fuqua under pressure, gets out of the backfield, but he's going to go down. Nice play chasing down the quick, fleet-footed Fuqua as Wiggins has the ball again. Flips it out to Peoples after the play action, fighting for yards, gets at least 1. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 9 as they motion a man in the backfield. Hornbeak slaps Eric Love. It's a nice tough run by Jordan Hornbeak. He's got 11 yards and a first down. Motion man across. Wiggins now looking to run. Aiden Hubbard falls off of him. Folk can't bring him down. It's finally Daniels who does wrestle him down. Wiggins has been a tough runner. 2nd and 4. Peoples up the middle on the inside dive. He's got 3 yards, leaving them with a 3rd and inches, and they go to People on the same play, but to the opposite side. He's got 6 yards. 1st and 10 up coming out of shotgun. Wiggins now tucks, and man, tough play. Stratton brings him down. Price ran right past him, would have had a sack. And now Fresno State takes their timeout. 2nd and 8. Throwing left across the middle. That inside dig has been there for him. Chris Williams, 12 yards. Nice pitch and catch. Minute 28 to go. 1st and 10. Wiggins tucking, stumbling, and he's going to get sacked. Nice play by Jermaine Johnson to stick with it. Minute and 4 and counting. 2nd and 11. Wiggins in the shotgun. Well protected. Flips it out late. Hardiman wrestles him down. Leonard Hargrove going backwards, and they take another timeout, leaving them with a 3rd and 12 with just about a minute left. Wiggins in the shotgun. Well protected. Settling in. Oh, no. Pittman dropped it. He had the first down and a few more. They're going to have to punt it, and they do. Marshall has it at the 20. Fuqua now running. Has nowhere to go. Trying to get rid of it. He just decides to tuck. Lucky not to turn that over as we take the timeout. We have 2 left, 41 seconds left to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. Just get it out of our hands quickly. Smith out of the backfield. Does a nice job getting outside. Stops the clock, 11-yard gain. Empty set. Fuqua settling. Pressure's getting home. Now he has to scramble. Flipping it, and he just missed John Bass. Man, that's a throw he wishes he had back. 2nd and 10 as the protection falls down on the right side. Ton of green grass here, though. Fuqua picking up a few blocks, getting a few more. Can he outrun the last guy? He can't. He gets drugged down, but that's a huge run. 18 yards. We take the timeout. Coach Mayo going to give his team a chance to catch their breath, but Marshall set up at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. Fuqua looking left. He's out on the edge. Tucking again. Look at this man fighting off tackles. Are you kidding me? 15-yard run. James Fuqua is into the end zone, and he puts an exclamation mark on a fantastic first half for starting quarterback and Heisman finalist as he weaves and zigzag and then shows power at the end of the run to get into the end zone. 28-3 is our current lead, and that is going to be the halftime score as Marshall, coming into this one, had a good road win in the rain, but really needed to come out at home and make a statement against Fresno State, and so far the first half they have done that. They've been clean. They've been dominant. 150 yards passing to just 28. They have given up 87 yards on the ground, but they're controlling time of possession and no turnovers. Fresno State getting the ball first to start the third quarter, again inside of their 20 as Wiggins looks left and slightly overthrows his target. Eric Love out there on the coverage. Shotgun snap settling in as we send 4. Campbell drops it, and he's had a couple plays that should have gone for first down get dropped by his skill position players as Williams gets this one over the middle, then hits the stiff arm. That's a good tough run by Williams. 1st and 10. Looking left on the in route, Pittman holds on to this one, and he's got a first down. We've been playing a lot of man coverage as we've been kind of selling out to stop the run, and they're starting to hit some in routes and some crosses, and it's starting to hurt us. Wiggins tucks as he gets to the top of his drop. Somehow this guy fights forward, gets 2 yards out of that. I have no idea how he was able to get 2 yards. 2nd and 8 as he should have been sacked. He's going to go down this time, though. Doing a lot of dancing. I think he's starting to see the rush in front of him as Aiden Hubbard gets another sack. Hornbeak, 3rd and 14 on the draw play. He's got 11 yards. Nice tackle by Ward to make him short, but it was close enough that they're going to go for it. Hargrove, the motion man. Wiggins turns out, and he's going to go down as they go for it on 4th down, and Malcolm Folk reads this one, scrapes over the top, and makes the play. Turnover on downs on what was a pretty risky decision early in the third quarter. Marshall's going to take over at midfield, and they've yet to stop our offense, so kind of interesting as Casey Smith is now into the game officially. 12-yard rush for Smith. I think Coach Mayo may have made the sub as Smith continues to get consecutive carries. I think he needs a little more speed out there, wants to see what Smith will provide versus Payne. Lobbed up to the end zone. Tommy Chambers, it's going to be just short of the end zone, fighting and making a leaping catch inside the 5. 1st and goal, getting out left. Fuqua now running into trouble, flips it out of bounds. 2nd and goal, quarterback keeper. James Fuqua, 3rd touchdown run on the game. This one's just too easy as he works the inside zone read with Ethan Payne. 35-3, Marshall winning, playing some good ball. Their tight end, Trey Watson, has 5. 2nd and 5, Wiggins on the quick step drop, just throws this one deep down the sideline as he was feeling pressure instantly. Let's see if Marshall can get another 3 and out. This would probably be our 3rd or 4th of the day. Wiggins dancing. Hornbeak drops it again. Unreal how bad Fresno State's receivers have been today. No one helping out the quarterback at all, and they punt it. Marshall, 2nd and 7, almost to midfield again. Casey Smith starting to get it going, feeling some momentum as he's got 48 yards on just 6 carries already. Fuqua, deep drop, looking right. This one's behind Chambers, and he's going to throw his first interception on the day. This one's a tough one. Pite, their best player, the strong safety, number 25, makes the play. This one's a tough one as it's behind Tommy Chambers to the sideline. This is a long throw. He had him if he gets it out in front of him. We'll look at it again from here. From the far hash as Tommy Chambers breaks on the out route. This ball's thrown with good anticipation, but if it's forward to the sideline, Chambers is the only one who can catch it. It hangs inside, and the safety makes the play. We were perfect all the way through one half of football. Thrown away by Wiggins on 1st down, leaving them up with a 2nd and 10 as he makes changes. As they look to set up the screen play, but Price is out there. Big time tackle for losses. Rasheed Price has seen that play so many times in his career. He wasn't fooled by that at all as Wiggins in the pocket, struggling, hits his own player's helmet, and they're going to be forced to punt it again. Man, oh man, the Marshall D really swarming today as they get the ball back to Fuqua, as he hopefully no longer makes any issues with the ball. Matthews on the jump ball. This one's underthrown. Pate again was all over that. He should have had his 2nd interception. 3rd and 8 upcoming. Single high safety coverage looks to be cover 3. Fuqua to the sideline. That's the exact perfect spot to throw this as Tommy toe taps. Little stretch run out here to Casey Smith, and there's some of the speed we talked about as he jukes, finding more. Spinning down, 33-yard carry, Casey Smith. I know it's Fresno State, but he adds another dynamic that Ethan Payne just doesn't have, and it's that speed dynamic as Fuqua throwing to the end zone, and it's Chancellor Bright. I thought we were just going to tuck and run, but no, sir. Fuqua runs the play action, looking left. Now he has nowhere to go and decides that Chancellor Bright, as he cuts in, we can just lob it to that open space in the middle, and he finds him. Another touchdown, and Marshall up 42-3, playing a heck of a game. Kevin Hayes getting the ball into the air as Marshall in full control of this one. Hartman on the return, and it's hit, fumbled. Ooh, they got lucky to take over. 419 yards to just 154. Marshall really making a statement today. Wiggins and the Fresno State offense lucky to hold on to this one. As they run it, he's getting sacked as he tried to escape the pocket. Kerryon Martin getting credited for that one. 2nd and 13. Wiggins looking to tuck and run again. We got to probably QB spy him as Martin hits him hard. 3rd and 7 upcoming. Motions his tight end across. Shotgun. Looking over the middle. This one should have been intercepted. David Watkins almost had it. Dang, nice play, but it's another 3 and out. As this is a 4th and 7. A punt to Casey Smith, who's seen a lot of action. We talked about him earlier in the episode. Can he get it going on the return game? He's got one here. Cutting it back inside, and he's down at about the 20. Yeah, 36-yard return. Casey Smith, as we'd love to see him start to really take over that job, turn into one of the premier punt returners. Marshall's had so many good ones dating back to our Willie Johnson days. It would be awesome for him to be great. As Fuqua, over 300 yards of total offense already. 1 minute left to play in the 3rd quarter as we flip this one out as Ethan Payne is back into the game. 2nd and 6, Fuqua looking, coming back over to his right. It's Bright, short pickup of 4. Empty set on 3rd and 2, scrambling, Fuqua in trouble, hit as he throws, and we almost had the throw into the back of the end zone as Lou Walker was getting across. Couldn't get it out of our hands fast enough. We decided to go for it. 4th and 2, William Matthews. And this is just really good work at the line of scrimmage to get off the press coverage. Slant route being called against man coverage. Easy pitch and catch, 49-3. 12 seconds left to go in the 3rd as Wiggins looking to set up the screen. They can't get anything going at all. Sacked on 1st down, 2nd and 20, checking it down to Hargrove. Alexander bumps him, can't bring him down. That's actually a really annoying 18-yard gain. 3rd and 2, so Wiggins, 5-step drop. Eric Love swats this one down. And even though it looked like we were about to give up, we decide to keep our 3-and-out streak going as the Marshall backups are now into the game as we start the 4th quarter. Cam Fancher, 7-yard carry. Now 5-step drop and drifting. Cam Fancher with the big arm. The lefty steps into the pocket, gets upfield. He's across midfield. Good to see Cam Fancher into the game. The 5th-year senior making some plays. Now looking across the middle to Lou Walker, who makes this catch. 2nd window throw on that slant route. 13 yards and a 1st. Fancher, pressure coming, gets it out of his hands quickly to Eric Love. The cornerback now fighting. 26-yard catch by Eric Love. Not exactly what we want as our starting cornerbacks are playing two-way. He's got a nice catch here, though. These guys were such good athletes coming out of high school. Now are kind of just playing with them as Ethan Payne is back into the game. Fancher play action. Looking left, running out of room. Throws this one away. 3rd and goal from the 7. Fancher in the shotgun. Looking, throwing to the end zone, and it's Cedric Britt. There we go. Cedric Britt, the true freshman tight end, into the end zone. He was coming across the formation on the drag route. Kind of just throws the flag post up, says, hey, I'm kind of open over here in the corner. 56-3 as Hornbeak gets it on the draw. Marshall's backups into the game. We'll kind of go a little bit quicker here throughout the 4th quarter. Wiggins, 2nd and inches on the scramble. Nathan Berry unable to make the tackle. Corey Brown misses the tackle. Oh my God, Wiggins, 30-yard carry. He's been really tough. Now, quick 3-step drop, flipping it over the middle on the slant. Mike Watkins has the 9-yard gain. Wiggins in the shotgun again as he's marched them straight down the field. Beacham out of the sideline, working his way back inside. That was an eventful 4-yard first down. 1st and 10, Wiggins settling, now tucking. Going to get hit by a few people. I'm not sure who they're going to give the credit to, but that was a sack. 2nd and 11, Wiggins getting out of the pocket. Jackson hits him hard. Nice play by Andrew Jackson. Wiggins slow to get up. He's still in the game late in the 4th quarter in a blowout. Kind of questionable to have all of their starters still in the game, but they're playing for pride. That's going to set up a 4th and 2. They're going to keep their offense on the field. 3 minutes and counting. Hargrove tripped up, going nowhere. Turnover on downs as they look to do the toss play, and Marshall's backups were ready for it. Fancher on the counter give to Payne, who's in the game. Remember, Casey Smith is kind of the starter for today's action. 7-step drop for Fancher. Now looking right. Cedric Britt on the tumbling catch. Really nice stuff by the true freshman tight end getting a look here. 4 of 5 for 69 yards and a touchdown for Fancher. So he's looked good early in his action as well. Now a 2nd and 5. Play action for Fancher. Looking deep right. Eric Love is out there and he makes a diving reception. What is going on? Eric Love playing wide receiver. This is probably the nicest catch we've had all season. Oh my gosh, lays out full extension. He's got it. Eric Love. Is it time to get Eric Love some snaps on offense? Like, for real? Ethan Payne powering through a man on his 2-yard rush, and that was the final little burst to end this game as Marshall wins in a huge blowout. 317 yards, 7 touchdowns for our boy James Fuqua. Marshall controls it from start to finish. 56-3 is our final score, and how about Fuqua? He balled out today, bounces back well from last week's rain game. We love to see it from the senior captain. 574 yards of total offense for Marshall, 77% on 3rd downs, 87% converting touchdowns in the red zone. That should get it done most days of the week. Other standouts, Cam Fancher continues to impress as he throws for 100 yards in a score. We benched Ethan Payne, and I thought Casey Smith really gave us a boost in the run game. He ended up averaging about 10 yards per carry. It's going to be a time will tell committee running back situation to see who earns that job long term. I need to see more of both. 100 yards receiving from Tommy Chambers, 2 touchdowns for Brennan Armstrong. Chancellor Bright also scored, and William Matthews gets his first career touchdown, which was good to see. Defensively, we're led by Martin, 5 tackles. Johnson and Hubbard and Barry all get sacks as the boys on D didn't have much trouble today. Week 4 is here already, and our first batch of good recruiting news. Leon Wright, the #1 running back in the country, is ready to schedule his visit already, and so is John Brown, a 78 overall corner. 2 must-get guys for us this season, but this is where it gets real. The move to the ACC means our conference opener is a banger on the road against number 10 Florida State. On paper, Marshall looks to be in good shape, so we will see. Thank you guys for all the love and support on this series. Season 5 is moving right along. Until the next one, take care of yourself. I will catch you later. Peace.